that you have a journey, you have a course of action, you have a future, you have a destiny.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another quick chat. This is a Bible study edition. We'll be doing a mini Bible study edition today and Friday, and we're going through the equation on how to get the Lord's wisdom. I think it's very pivotal today. You see a lot of videos that's coming across where people are lacking wisdom, are lacking understanding, and it could be you and you're trying to understand it. So we're going to go into Proverbs chapter 2. We're going to read chapter 2 verses 1 through 3 today, and then on Friday we're going to do 4 through 6 because we're going to do the first 5 today and the second 5 on Friday to equal a 10-part equation to wisdom. And chapter 2 reads 1 through 3. My son, if you accept my word and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding, indeed, if you call out for insight. So the first thing that we want to talk about in this first set of passage is acceptance. You have to relinquish control over to the Lord's word as the truth. I call this stage the acknowledging stage. You have to have acknowledgement of who the Lord is. You have to have acknowledgement of what his word stands on. Number 2 is store up. When you're storing up, you are cultivating a sincere devotion to the Lord like you do treasures. And I want you to think about how you respond, act, and protect your treasure. That's how you have to store up the Lord's word. That's how you have to store up the Lord's principle. That's how you have to store up the Lord in your heart. I call this stage the reevaluation stage, because now you need to reevaluate how you're storing up things in your heart. You need to reevaluate how you're storing up things in your life. Number 3 is turn. When you're turning, you are repenting. Repenting is turning away from your old ways into your new ways, right? You're turning your silent ear to an active ear so that you can actually hear the Lord. In order for you to understand wisdom, you have to have an active ear for the Lord. I call this stage the change, because you're coming from the wool over your eyes to the wool coming out of your eyes. Number 4 is apply. And when you apply, you are putting in the daily practices that you have received from the Lord in the dark and in the light. So you're doing it in privacy, because what you do in privacy comes to the light. So if you are eating with the Lord, if you are practicing with the Lord, if you are applying the Lord, then when you do it in the dark, it will automatically come to the light. I call this stage the educational stage. And number 5, as we complete this mini Bible study, is the call out. The call out is when you're invoking God's name for salvation. You are openly confronting your error and your sin for insight and direction on turning into a new era, into correcting what you knew was out of order. I also call this stage the correction. The correction gonna hurt. I'm not gonna lie. Correction stages people don't like, but once you get through it, it's a heck of a deal.